everyone, welcome back. My name is Courtney and my channel is all about my cross-stitching adventures as well as my other crafting endeavors and sometimes the books that I read. But today, because it has been so long since I have filmed a video, it's just going to be all about my cross-stitching and what I have been up to. So before we get too far in, I like to start my videos with a theater fun fact because if you've been here before, you know that I work in theater. And so today's theater fun fact is about the musical Finding Neverland. The music and lyrics were written by Jerry Barlow and Eliot Kennedy, and the book was written by James Graham. I can read, I promise. So the musical has a little bit of a funny story. So it was based on the movie that came out in 2004 that I'm sure some of you have seen because it starred Johnny Depp and Kate Winslet, but the movie was based on a play called The Man Who Was Peter Pan, which came out in 1998. So the Broadway show, or the show, premiered on Broadway in 2015. It had an earlier version which had a completely different writing team. It was in Leicester, England. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that was in 2012. And then it also was at the ART before it went to Broadway. And so you might have heard of the Broadway show only because Matthew Morrison starred in it. At ART, it's pre-Broadway, Jeremy Jordan starred in it. Broadway, Kelsey Grammer was also in it, and Lauren Michael Kelly. But the funny thing about the musical is it is highly, highly historically inaccurate. I'm not going to get into that because there's a lot of weird things that they changed to make it much more palatable, I'll say. But, you know, like a lot of historical things, they change it so that, you know, we don't see all of the actual bad things that happened in history, and we just want a fun, really cute story. I will say some of the music is really absolutely fantastic, and I do really love the music to it. So yeah, so there's your theater fun fact.
Hello everyone, Editing Courtney here. I realized that I forgot to mention what I talked about in my last video, which was donating to Broadway Cares. I said that I would donate 10% of everything I made from my Etsy shop in the month of December because December was my birthday month. And I did indeed do that. I donated $50, which was more than the 10%. And I made the donation during the time where they had a person who would double all donations. So my $50 equaled $100 donated to Broadway Cares. I will put the link down below, and you can check them out and see what amazing work they do for the theater community. Alright, back to the video.
And now we will move on to the cross-stitching. Alright, so my last video was on November 14th, so this video is going to be part update, part 2025 recap of all cross-stitching stuff, and then I'll make another video with all of the, updates on all of my crochet and the books that I've been reading, and I bought a laser engraver, so I will make a whole separate video if you're interested in that. I'll also include life updates in that one. January 8th was my 1 year on Flosstube. I'm so sad I wasn't able to come back closer to that because I would have loved to make a 1 year celebration video, but life kind of got it in the way and it got really crazy, so I was not able to film. So here we are. It's February 3rd. There we go. So since my last video, I've got some stats for you. So, since my last video, I cross-stitched 28 days with 5 projects and a total of 8,047 stitches-ish. I have 2 projects that I do not count stitches on. There was 2 new starts and 1 finish in that time. And so, we'll break that down into months. So, November, from the 14th on, I stitched 10 days, 3 projects, 1,609 stitches. December was 6 days, can tell, a very busy month. 3 projects, 1,275 stitches. January was 22 days. A lot, you know, more time to do what I wanted to. 4 projects, 4,465 stitches. And February, I have stitched both days of this month, and it was 2 different projects, and it was 698-ish stitches. Mind you, all of those are ish because there's 2 projects that I don't count stitches on, and I'm pretty sure you can figure that out by the projects. If you can hear my dog chewing on a bone, I apologize in advance. It's the only way they're staying quiet right now. Because right when I started trying to film, they were crazy banana pants. And Kaya is currently on my beanbag chair behind you, and Kaji's over there chewing on the bone. So, what were my stats in 2025? So, for 2025, I stitched 122 days on a total of 13 projects and 55,126 stitches. I had 14 starts, 11 finishes, and 5 WIPs to end the year with. Alright, so those are all the fun stats because why not? It's fun. Now we are going to move on to the update portion of the video where I will show you all of the things that I've worked on since my last video. So we will start with my new start, and that would be Ava from Nora Corbett. And she is right here, if I can get her out. Oh, I have a thread still on this because apparently I stopped in the middle. I haven't worked on her in a little bit. But here she is. She is on a 16 count Blackberry Latte from Grace Notes Fabric. And yeah, I absolutely love this. I love the fabric choice. This was a fantastic fabric choice, and I really love how far I got. She is gorgeous, and I can't wait to keep working on her. I just haven't had the motivation to work on her recently. Yeah, I worked a lot on her when I started her, because I started her, I think, like, the day after I filmed my last video, and, I worked a lot on her when I was in California, which is where I was when I filmed my last video. So there she is. What? I'm sorry. Yeah, what? Come here. I can't even get far into this video. Come here. Oh, Bubba. Say hi. Say hi. You say hi, Kaji? Oh. Okay, bye. Oh, now Kaya has the bone, and you want your baby? Go ahead, take your baby. There you go. He likes to just suck on that thing's face. Alright, so there's Ava. Alright, next we have our 12 monthly minis, which is from Primrose Cottage. I'm sure some of you have seen this before, so I was doing them each in the month that it was, and I finished, since my last video, I finished November, December, and January, so that means they are all complete. Ta-da! Obviously, they're not fully finished, but I love them. Obviously they're not fully finished. They are just here, and I love them so much. I did them each in the month they were. So I started with February of last year. And they are on a 16 count vintage country mocha. I think by Zweigart, but here we go. So we have February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and January. And then I've got all this fabric left because I had gotten a fat quarter because everyone had raved about Vintage Country Mocha, and so I said, you know what, might as well just get a, it was a half yard, not fat quarter, half yard. So I said, might as well just get it, and then I'll have it. So that is all done. Now I should fully finish them. I think what I want to do is I want to try to find a frame that will like fit them perfectly so that I can just like swap it out for each month that it is. So I'll have a cute little thing to tell me what month it was. Or is, not was. You know what I meant. Next up, we have the Mad Tea Party by Filipina. And I actually have a before picture. So this is what it looks like before. And I was actually out of the hoop this time because I forgot that I used the hoop for Ava. And so here she is now. I am completely, obviously I don't iron anything. I literally just took this out of the bag like this, especially since I didn't realize I didn't have a hoop on it. I am absolutely incredibly in love with her. Just look at how gorgeous. Oh, the coloring in her hair. The coloring in, the coloring in her hair, the coloring in her dress. I had started on the little part that says Alice, and then I've got the whole dress down here. I'm still waiting. Kaji! Shh. I'm still waiting on the Krynic for the border to be finished, to come back in stock. But yeah, I cannot get over how gorgeous she is, and I cannot wait to keep working on her. I love her so much. So that is Alice. Put her back in her bag. And of course, if you've been here before, you know that my bag is, these are the, oh gosh, now I don't remember what it's called. Tiger Lily Designs created these. The only difference I did is I put a pocket here instead. I've got my sports catcher, whatever mabobber that I made to match the Alice fabric, because why not? Alright, so there is that. Next up, we got the Polaroid Princess. This is by, oh, I didn't tell you, Mad Tea Party is on a 16 count, Sandbar, I do that every time, Sandbar by Under the Sea Fabrics. Next we have the Princess Polaroids by Abbie Designs, and I was able to get 2 princesses done since you last saw this, which means I am almost done with the second row of princesses, and I did Kita and Giselle. And so, let me show you the 2 that I did, if I can hold this up well. Let's see. So there's Kita, and there's Giselle. So there you go. There's the full piece. So you can tell I only have 1 row and 1 left. Ignore this side. This was the very first large project that I ever started. And I also used a scroll frame, and I started it once I put it on the scroll frame. Didn't realize how much fabric was under the scroll rod. Thought I had plenty of room, and like you could tell, even the top has more margin than the bottom. But this side I had literally 0, and so I had to add just this little piece. But I think what I'm going to do when I finish it is I'm going to finish it on like a poster board, and then I'm going to have it like fall. You see the like bumps and all of that, the decoration of the border. I think I'm going to have it follow that pattern so that, you know, it's going to be closer on this edge, and then I can just follow along here. So you're not really going to notice, hopefully, that screwed up. You know, there you go. I know I had said that I wanted to get at least one princess done for every video, before every video. I don't know if I've accomplished that at all anymore. I think I'm going to try to do one more princess this week or next, and then put it aside for a little bit because they're a lot. It's a very, very large project, and I didn't realize that when I joined it, because I joined it when it was still a stitch-along. Unfortunately, you cannot get that pattern anymore. She does not sell any of her Disney stuff, and literally her Disney stuff was my absolute favorite on the face of the planet. Well, yeah. Alright. Time to turn my page of notes. Oh, side note. This is where I keep all of my notes in this little notebook, so if you see me looking down, that's why. But it's one of those notebooks that has like the cross-stitch like design that you can like do. I have absolutely no idea what I want to put on this, but it's where I keep all of my notes for all of the like Flosstubes and like videos I record when I'm here. Otherwise I just use my iPad. But if you have any ideas or like suggestions or like something that would be cute to go on here, let me know, because I would love to finally put something on this, just because, you know. I love books and Disney, and so next we have my other new start, and this one was actually a Christmas gift from my aunt for me to make for her. And it is a little printed canvas kit that came with all of the stuff. I put the kit in one of my bags that I made. So it came with all of the floss on here. And it has all that fun jazz. I have no clue where she got this kit, no clue what the designer is, or anything. I think it's a 14 count, that's what it feels like. It came with its own needle. I'm using 3 strands because it just will look better. I tried to use 4, but it was too bulky. 2 would be too thin, so 3 it is, and this will, the pattern behind it will wash off once I'm done with it, and then I'll frame it for her, and it says, "Are you pooping?" I'll put the pattern, up there. Yeah, so this is for her. She has a black cat that loves to join her in the bathroom. So yeah, so that I've been working on this diligently, and obviously I don't count my stitches on this, so this is one of the ones that I don't know what my true stitching of the year has been. The 12 monthly minis was the other one because I was using the paper pattern for that, and I did not put it on my iPad. Oh, close. So yeah, so that is everything that I have been working on since my last video. I have one project that I had been working on that is still a WIP, but I have not worked on it since my last video. And that is, I believe it's Cherry Branch. I keep calling it Cherry Blossom, but I believe it's Cherry Branch. And it's a DMC pattern. And this is on a 28 count Lugana in antique white. This is 2/2, I believe. This is my project. This is my project where I wanted to try out Lugana for the first time. So I think she looks really cute. Yeah. So no progress on this. Eventually I'll get back to working on it. Next, we are going to move on to all of my finishes from 2025. And so, I think I only really mentioned it in my earlier videos, but I am working on scrapbooking my stitches because, if you've been here before, you know I travel a lot for work, and I move around a lot, so it's a lot easier for me to have it all in one place like this than to take and like have them framed or have like pillows or like anything that's not consolidated. So, I will eventually, once I, like, finish what I want to do with these, I will show you all of them and, like, how they're finished, what I did, all of that information eventually. But for today, I will show you, the finishes from this year. I just have to get to the correct page. I am not going to take them out of the protective sleeves because I don't want to. They're in there so nicely. So, first we're going to start with Snow and Bones. I don't 100% remember what fabric all of these are on, so I'll put them in the description box below. But so that's Snow and Bones. I finished that one first, early in the year. Next we have, Christmas at the Belfry. And I think those were the 2 out of the 4 that I finished this year. I think I finished the other 2, or in 2025. I think I finished the other 2 of this series in 2024. But those are from Lola Crow. So, next up we have Wicked, which is one of my stitches, which I think is the first of my patterns you've actually seen today. I have an Etsy shop, it's linked down below. I make designs of the different show logos. And so here is Wicked, and I don't have this one with me because it was a gift for a friend. I made this after the first, like, part 1 movie came out, or act 1. And so my friend is absolutely obsessed with Wicked. He has been for a very long time. His dream role is to be in Wicked. Doesn't matter what role, just wants to be in it. So I made it for him, because I wanted to. So yeah, so there's that. Pattern is available on my Etsy shop, like I said. Oh, I lied. I did actually finish, Baba Yaga Gingerbread House. That's also a Lola Crow. That one I finished in 2025 as well. I'm going in order of the, like, how I finished them, and, like, which ones I finished first, so. After that, I finished A Taste of Ireland, which was a show that I toured with at the beginning of last year, and the cast, obviously you can tell, signed it. This one is obviously not in the scrapbook yet. After that one, I finished Emotional Support Shark. I don't remember who designed this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll put it on the screen. It's just a 14 count from, I think this one was Hobby Lobby. But, yeah, when I finish this one, I said a whole story about it if you want to go back and look. But yeah, there's Emotional Support Shark. I think that is all of the ones that are in here. Next up, we have my Stephen King Pet Sematary book spine, or bookmark, whatever you want to see. This one's fully finished into a cute little bookmark. It's not perfectly finished. It was my first time finishing something like this. This is, again, my own pattern. You can find in my Etsy shop. I really love how this one turned out. Stephen King is one of my favorite authors. Please don't drink my tea. And Pet Sematary is actually what got me back into reading. After that, I finished the Next to Normal logo. Again, one of my patterns signed by the cast. I love how this one turned out as well. This is obviously not the typical logo, but this was one of the logos that the theater that I did this show at used. I kind of combined a bunch of different logos in it, but I really liked how this one turned out. Next we have Misery, which is a play based on the novel by Stephen King, which I will eventually read. But you know, I got a lot of books to read. If you watch my next video, you'll see I read a lot of books last year, and already this year. But yeah, there's Misery. Up next we have Money Python's Spam-A-Lot. Also finished this one, also worked on this show. Really love how this one turned out. But yeah. All of those patterns are available in my Etsy shop. And then my last stitch that I finished, oh, I love you, but please don't lick my hand right this second. The last stitch I finished of 2025 was Peter Pan Goes Wrong, which again was the show that I was working on while I was out in LA. Signed by our lovely and amazing cast and crew. And yes, that's Kathy Rigby. She was our narrator in the show. Literally one of my favorite people on the face of the planet. And I hope I get to work with her again because she is just an amazing human. Yeah. So this was a great show to work on. I am so grateful that I got to work on this show. Truly. And this is I tea-dyed myself. Alright, that is all of the finishes for 2025, as well as all of the WIPs that I currently have going. So I have a teeny tiny bit of haul that I want to show you. Just like literally like 4 things. 5 things. So along with when my aunt got me the Are You Pooping, she also got me this like cute little like thing of a whole bunch of threads. I think they're DMC because they've got labels on them. Here you can see there. I think it's DMC. Or like some sort of offshoot of DMC, but labeled with DMC colors. It's also got some needles in it, some clippers, some thimbles, a whole bunch of really random stuff. But this is super cute. I really loved that she got me this. My parents got me, obviously I asked for it, but the next one, for my Nora Corbett, this is, Minerva, one of the Bewitching Pixie series. So what I'm doing with this series is, I started with Ava because she's the pink one, and I want to turn all of these pink. So I will use the similar colors from Ava, and have all of the witches in pink. Kaya, don't eat my blanket, please. Sorry. Yeah, so there's Minerva. My next one, I'm going to slowly collect them because they're going to take me a while to make, and all of that stuff. They also got me, more Nerd hoops. These are the number 4. I tend to use these the most. I have a lot of, like, larger projects, so there's 5 of them, in all of the colors that I believe they come in. They also got me the Cone of Doom. It's the Cone of 310. Because Ava uses a lot. All of my projects use so much black and a lot of the ones that I design also have a lot of black in them, that I said, you know what, I'm tired of just going and buying another skein of 310 and another one, and it's getting so expensive at Michael's that I asked for the cone. I believe it was, yeah. And then, I also bought Haunted Library from Lola Crow because there was a discount, and then Etsy had some sort of, like, here's free money that doesn't affect the shop owners. They still get their money. So I got that, so I'll post that here. Do you want to see the dogs? If you want to see the dogs, stick around for a second. Sorry if you heard their chewing, but, you've seen Kaji. Come here. Come here, Baba. Oh, yeah. Let me point the camera down a little bit further. Hold on. No, come here. Come here. Say hi. Oh, say hi, Kaji. Yeah, hi, Kaji. She is much bigger than the last time you saw her, and say hi. Oh. She's wearing this bodysuit because she just had, she was just neutered? Spayed? I think it's neutered. We say hi, Kaya. Yeah, you say hi, Kaya. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She likes to Houdini herself out of this, so we've been calling her Houdini. Yes, we've been calling you Houdini. Are you Houdini? Thank you. Thank you. She loves to give all the kisses. Yes, Kaji. She loves to give all the kisses. All the kisses. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that was my everyone. Okay. Thank you. You guys can't see anything now. He's just blocking. So yeah, there's your little dog update. They're doing really good. Kaya's gotten really big. She's doing really well after her little surgery, even though she's a little Houdini. And yeah, I hope you all are doing wonderfully. Have had a fantastic beginning of 2026. I hope my year gets a little bit better than how it started. And I will see you in my next one. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Hi, I am back real quickly because I found a Boo. The dogs are trying to eat her right this second. But this is Boo. This is my cat. All of our cats are Halloween names. She's trying to escape because of the dogs. But say hi, Boo. We get a rare Boo sighting. Yeah. She's been loving being up here. And she loves me and I love her. So yeah. There's Boo. I just wanted you to say hi. With a rare Boo sighting. She loves to sleep on my beanbag chair. And now I'm going to go put her so the dogs can't get to her. Yeah, okay, bye.